Beyond the ridge, night had settled gently over the land, wrapping the golden fields in silence. The three Appaloosa brothers stood beyond the ridge they had climbed together, their bodies tired, their hearts steady. Above them, stars appeared one by one, cold and distant, yet comforting in their constancy. Storm lowered his head to graze, but his ears stayed alert. The world beyond the ridge was unfamiliar new scents, new winds, new dangers. Ash paced slowly, restless even in exhaustion, while River stayed close to Storm, finding safety in the steady rhythm of his brother's breath. This land felt different. The air was sharper, the ground harder. Autumn was no longer gentle, it was warning them that winter was close behind. As the night deepened, the wind shifted. It carried with it the howl of wolves, far away but clear enough to freeze the blood. River flinched. Ash lifted his head instantly, muscles tightening. Storm stepped forward, placing himself between the sound and his brothers. Fear passed through them, but it did not stay. They had faced fear before. At dawn, frost covered the earth like shattered glass. Every step cracked the silence. Hunger pressed at their bellies now. The familiar streams of their old land were gone, replaced by dry paths and frozen puddles. For the first time, doubt crept in. Had they come too far? Ash moved ahead, scouting, his eyes sharp. Storm followed steadily, conserving strength. River struggled, the cold biting deeper into his young body. His steps slowed, his breath uneven. And then it happened. River slipped. The frozen ground betrayed him, and he fell hard. A sharp cry escaped his chest before he could stop it. Ash spun around instantly. Storm rushed back, nudging River gently, urgently. River tried to stand. His leg trembled. Panic flashed through Ash's eyes. Storm remained calm, though his heart thundered. He pressed his body against River's side, lending warmth, lending balance. Slow, his presence said. You are not alone, they waited. Time stretched painfully. The wind cut through them. Danger could come at any moment. But they did not move on without him. They never would. Finally, River rose. Weak but standing, they moved again, slower now. Every step was measured. Ash no longer chased the horizon. He circled close. Storm led them toward a low valley where the wind softened and the thin line of water glimmered beneath ice. They had found life. River drank first. Ash followed. Storm watched, guarding, listening. As the sun climbed, warmth returned just enough to remind them why they were moving south. The flock of sparrows appeared again, high above, smaller now, but still moving with purpose. River watched them and understood. Migration was not escape. It was survival. It was courage. Days passed. The land changed slowly. Trees grew denser. Grass returned in patches of green. The nights remained cold, but hope began to replace hunger. River grew stronger again. Ash found his fire. Storm allowed himself to rest. One evening, they reached a wide plain bathed in golden light. Not the fading gold of autumn, but the promise of something warmer. The wind here was gentle, the ground soft. Life breathed easily. They stood together, silent. They had crossed fear. They had crossed pain. They had crossed doubt. Not because they were the strongest alone, but because they were brothers. Storm looked at the horizon. Ash pawed the earth eagerly. River stepped forward with confidence he had not known before. Winter would still come, but not tonight. Tonight they had warmth. They had land. They had each other. And in a world that never stops changing, that was everything.